Hello, back for the second half of this evening's stream. Welcome back to anyone who is on the YouTube VOD. Let's jump straight back into it. Did I? Yeah, I only turned that light on. It's right next to me. There's still quite a dark picture in there. Hopefully it should be okay. Right. So yes, we are playing from the dungeon because it's going to be quite dark over that side of the room by the time I'm done. Oh well, I've got enough light here, and the ring light should be light me up well enough for the rest of the evening. So yes, we are just about to do the thing that finishes disc 1 for this game, disc 1 of 4. If I remember correctly, disc 4 is the shortest, but it also has all the bonus post-game content, which is very light for this game. It's a shame because they were planning a lot more before they had to rush to get it finished. So yes, we are just about to, actually, before I do, let's just make sure I am fully healed, because this is the first occasion where we have one battle after another without any break between. But first, yeah, about that. So it charged up too much there, I think. Yep. That's all of it. You're going to try and shoot me, aren't you? That's it, keep trying. I'm instead oh. Ow. Literally just keep shooting at it. Not so much a homing mine, is it? Yeah, the only time it doesn't actually shoot at you is when it's trying to get the homing mine on you. So I think... Right, let's jump back behind it. Ah! Okay, so tactics change. So hopefully I'm in the green where I am. Yeah. So they will try to maneuver. I will just shoot. And then move. Shoot them. And move, so they don't get a chance to use their... Ah! Right, so if I'm right, they'll unlock the homing mine. I jump to one side. They maneuver around me, giving me a chance to charge up, so I jump to one side. Again, take some shots. The mine launches. Now I jump back behind it. And immediately they bring out another mine. So... yeah, I think this is a nice little pattern I can use. Although, I think I'm going to have this thing destroyed soon. Yeah. Right. Yeah, aside from the Gigra, this is one of the longer fights that I've had. Did you there? And I should have this done in a moment. Let's build up a couple of gauges. One was enough. Okay. Oh, that was just a great fight. I didn't get the excellent on that. Ah, this is the command deck from the beginning of the game where we first see Crayman. Oh.
よくここまで追ってきたものだ。だがそれもここで終わりだ。あとは彼女か。彼女？
Ha! Yes, it's her from the mine. And a nice friendly dragon is here to help. And this, the intro music from the beginning of the game, the very beginning, one of my favourite pieces.
あの人の敵は私の敵。それだけだ。あの人。クレイメンのことか。戦うしかないのか。なぜクレイメンの味方をする？答える必要はない。
Yeah, so no greens in this. No, I want to get behind this one because the weak spot is there. Right, so that's 264. Yeah, so lasers are better. I need to avoid taking too much, and by heck, it is fast. Bit of damage. So a lot of colours to the health bar. Right, so that's 3. It's one of the most detailed character models in the game as well, I think. Uh-oh. I need to stay in front. Now this is an ability I can actually get. Just Just imagine being hit by that. Oh. Got how many gauges I had charged there. I think I'm not far off. I think one more volley should be enough. Ow. That's the attack arc. Right, this should do it. Oh, not quite. Right, that does it.
アトム、まだ完全に目覚めていないのか。仕方がない。
I got an excellent for that, and that should be a level up. Yes. And that would be the end of the demo for the people who had only the demo disc. Now, the demo disc was unique to the UK. Literally, they just got hold of a load of copies of disc 1 and printed the word demo on it. The actual print, I think, if you ripped the ROM from that disc, it would be identical to the finished game because it literally was exactly the same print. And for a long time, because I got that back in the day, because that was released when the game got released. I think maybe even been slightly earlier. So I got that back when the game came out. So for 5 years, that was all of the game I could play. And that final area, the Forbidden Zone, I cycled through it so many times. I got all of the Berserks, except for the ones that you can only find later on in the game, including the Berserker Rage. That Berserker Rage, I think in that fight with a tome, using it twice is enough to defeat a tome. And that's 4 gauges in total. Showing you how powerful that is. I think it's like 1500 damage. It's like there's 100 lasers that are fired, each one doing 15 damage. So getting caught by that is terrifying, and especially if you get caught by it. But yeah, here, a fantastic piece of artwork. Each disc had a piece of artwork at the end of it that you could see, and it kind of gives a portent of some things that's to happen later on. But as I say, for a long old while, this was as far as I could get, and I had the dream for several years to get it. It was only 5 years, but at the time it felt like so much longer because I never knew when I was going to get a copy. And when I finally did, literally all I did was play it through, and I was quite lucky in that it didn't disappoint. Nowadays, it would probably disappoint a lot of people, but we've still got 3/4 of the game to play through. Now, we're not going to get through all of them tonight. So, if I remember, there is an option. Oh no, you can't. I recall there been somebody said that a certain combination of button presses you could get rid of the text to see just the artwork, but I think that artwork has been ripped somewhere, or there's a high resolution version of it online somewhere. But yeah, so let us just save, and yep, the game wants us to switch. Now, I always need to remind myself of the key commands because, annoyingly, the keys for swapping... Just need to move my keyboard from underneath the microphone. The keys for switching disc are right next to the ones about save states, and I don't want to touch the save states because I don't like how they work on these emulators, because it will save the memory card as well. So if you accidentally load a save state from a previous point, you could easily wipe your saves. Now, that's happened to me. On 2 games, actually. It happened on Police Nauts and it happened on Dino Crisis. So I don't want it to happen again. Right, okay, so eject disk is 8. Switch disk. And then close the disk again. So now we just need to load up. And I don't think this disc has the intro. It just goes straight to the straight to the menu. Still love this piece of music. And the album I've got, I'll quite happily sit and listen to it. The fantastic music. It's just a shame so many people can't enjoy it. And I wish Sega would really re-release the game somehow, let people play it. It's a real shame, and it will disappoint a lot of people because there is that myth and legend about it, and myths and legends rarely live up to people's expectations. And as I said, there are a lot of problems with this game, a lot of things that weren't completely fulfilled with it. But even so, it's still a wonderful game. I love it. I'm talking about it as if I've finished it already. But then again, as I said, what you've just seen was the ending of the game for me for quite a few years. But yeah, let us move on. Now this save literally drops us right there, and we can't go back to it. So there's a question of what to do now. So Kramer's fleet. Yes. So they didn't go to the Garrel Desert. They went all the way up to the Forbidden Zone, and I don't know where they went from there. So, yes. So what I've got access to, there's the caravan and my camp. So I think heading back to the caravan is probably a good idea. So what time of day do we find them? Ah, evening. Huh. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. Ah, here he is. Ah, they hunted a creature, so they now have food for a while. See if there's anything else he says. Okay, they don't know that Edge has a dragon, so let's go see Biker. Make a deal. Right, let's see what I can sell. I still have the Mauler. Right, I've got 2 of those. Let's get rid of that. I have a Predator that enable it to see through sandstorms. I think that will do. Right, let's... Oh, I forgot to switch over to the... Let's buy. Ah, yes. What has he got? But I can buy any of those. Heavy damage against a weak point. Oh, yeah, the sniper is one of the best options in the game. It's not the best weapon in the game. The best weapon in the game, I think, is the Tri-Shot, which enables you to fire at 3 targets at once. But I think they have to be the 3 nearest targets, which doesn't make it... It reduces the effectiveness, because the point of the gun is you can point it at anything, but the lasers will only target the nearest. So I can't remember if I mentioned that last week. Okay. Increases rounds fired, increases gunfire power, absorbs life force, minimum BP. I think I'm going to take the sniper. And I will swap out heavy damage against any weak point, but it does no damage against... basically, it can only do damage to weak points, and that's pretty much what I'm going to be using it for, I think. Right, let's sell the Mauler and see if we can... See, how much would we give me for it? Okay, 1,500, so that'll give me... Okay, 8,500, so... I can still get the High Vulcan. So yeah, I'll take that and sell the Mauler. Okay, so I've at least got the option. Actually, what else does he have? Oh. Doesn't have any shield chips though. Shield chips are one of the best items in the game because it gives you the shield in the same way that the Dragon can do, but it's only 1 gauge to use it, so they are actually better than the Dragon in that regard. Similar thing with the blast chip. It does same thing as the Holy Sphere, but it only uses 1 gauge rather than the 2 you need for the Berserk. quite a few of these I haven't got any of. So I think I'm going to need some. Right, let's make sure I've got 5 of each of them if I can. Okay, so I've got 5 of each of those. That should do me for a while. I'm not going to worry about any of the others. I think that should do me. Right. Okay, so I need to get some information. I think I have to do that at daytime. Right. Okay. So he's not here. Let's see.
あのでっかいの見た？父ちゃんがやっつけたんだぜ。
Yep, I've seen it. Okay. Oh, he's not in here. So I seem to recall there being some information to get from here.
私たちは
Ah,
ゾアの森を目指してるんだよ。
Zoa
あの
Forest.
森なら楽に暮らせるだろうからね。
でも森には必ず構成生物が。
あんた経典読んだことないのかい？ゾアの森は特別なんだよ。神様の力で守られてるのさ。大きな町もあるって話だよ。
そんな場所が本当にあるのか？
Hmm.
この辺の行商人に聞いたんだけどね。みんな一度は買い付けに行くんだってさ。ずっと東に進めばたどり着けるはずだよ。
Aha, that's what I needed. The town of Zoa, I believe. If we leave the caravan now, we should now have... Oh, the village of Zoa. I thought it was a town. Let's head over this way. And this is probably the biggest area that Edge actually walks around on. One of the weirder pieces of music this game has.
Omae, hunter だな。年の割にはいい面構えをしとる。
あんたは？
わしの名はラドガムだ。一応お前と同業のつもりだよ。この町は好かん。どいつもこいつも腰抜けばかりだ。わしももう年だ。いたずらに命を惜しむつもり。
Yeah, there's some things going on in town.
ハンターとして死ねればそれでいいのだ。
I don't plan on dying. At all. But I think this is a shop.
どうだよお客さん。いいもの揃ってるだろう。
これみんな売り物なのか？
作りかけもあるけど大体はそうだな。俺はヤレドってんだ。この間ここに店を出したばかりでね。武器なんかもあるから見てってくれよ。よ。
Right, what do you got? Same things there, same price. Ah, dual blast chip. A bigger version of the blast chip. Basically, it does 2 blasts instead of just 1. Everything else, pretty much the same.
なんだいやか。
Yeah, just looking at the moment. Can't remember if there's anything particular you can get from here. Smells like monster fluids. I think there's a big gate over here. And who is that? Should ask for directions. Door is locked. Okay. Yeah, this area was quite taxing on original hardware. I think it was just poorly optimized, but it's quite a wacky design to everything. There are little nooks and crannies all over the place. Don't think I've ever actually been in here thinking about it. Hello.
あんたハンターだね。俺はシフレって言うんだ。よろしくな。これは司祭様にいただいた経典だよ。
This book has been read many times, okay?
神聖区民になるには勉強も必要なのさ。信心が足りないと思われないようにね。
You've got faith, okay. Nice lamp, probably for reading. I've never actually been in here in all the times I've played through this. But cooking means there's food up there, dried meat. Yeah, the attention to detail this game had, despite the fact they had to rush it to finish it, is quite something. Oh, the lights changed as well. It's gotten darker. I don't recall actually doing that back in the day. I'm discovering new things about my favourite game. Now I know I need to come in here. Because this is a bar or tavern of some sort.
ゆっくりしてってね。
なんだ、坊主も飲むのか？あ、いや、別に止めやしないよ。10番の店は誰だって
Yeah, he might be a bit young to drink.
金さえ払ってくれるやな。話なら注文してからにしな。
Yeah, pay 20 to get a drink. Had the illuminating drink. Tastes horrible.
夜の水職人に伝わる発酵酒だ。よそじゃ飲めねえ代物だぜ。どうだ？うめえだろ。
What do you think? Should we be honest or not? I'm going to be honest, because that's just me.
いやちょっとこれは
なんだ、やっぱりガキだな。
Right, we have some options similar to when we all spoke with Gush. So let's discover some new stuff.
帝
Empire.
国っていや聞いたか。黒い空中戦艦の
Black ship.
黒い船この近くにいるのか。
でけえ声出すんじゃねえよ。噂だ噂。塔を探してうろうろしてるそうだぜ。森の向こうにあるっていう遺跡よ。
At the side of the
らしい
forest.
ことはパイットにでも聞きな。
Payet.
ここに住んでる人が。
ここじゃねえよ。隣の新世紀さ。発掘品を毎日いじり回してる変人よ。この間記録機械とかをこしらえてな。そいつで塔の絵を描いたんだよ。
Machine.
見てみな。そいつをやるからあとは本人に聞きな。夜が明けたらこっちに出てくるだろうぜ。
We now have a picture of the tower, apparently. Let's have a look at that in a minute. Okay, about the town of Zoa. Interesting that in the map it was listed as the village of Zoa, but here it's listed as the town. It could be they used town because it's shorter and the text might not fit. But consistency, and as I said, the game was rushed, so...
構成生物のいねえ森ってのはいいもんだね。これで新世紀の連中さえいなきゃな。
He doesn't like the people from the Holy District. They don't sound like the best people, if I'm honest. Liberal District.
ここに流れてきた連中の吹き溜まりよ。新世紀に入れてもらえねんで、勝手に住み着いちまったのさ。
So, Jubas. I think Jubas is the woman or the girl who was at the door that we spoke to when we came in.
そこにいるヤエルはまあなんだ女っ気がねえと客足が鈍るからな坊主もいっぺん相手してもらえもう少し大きくなったらな
Yes, yes, laugh. Interesting that it said Jubas, unless Jubas is the name of the tavern. So you said Zael was the name of the woman.
そこにいる
Oh,
ヤエ
jail.
ル
Actually, something I can quickly show. There's a little thing in the game that's kind of hidden. It's not in the manuals at all, but you can actually speed up and slow down these conversations. Not the cutscenes, just these bits, by using the shoulder button. So I can make things slower. You can just about hear that. Really slow the sound down. Or... you can spin through them. It's something that wasn't advertised as being part of the game. It may have been something they added in for fun, just while they were kind of crunching to get the game finished. But yeah, let's carry on with learning some new things. So the Holy District.
聖なる方々の聖なる恵み
Sounds about right.
俺たちには縁のねえところよ
High Priest.
この町を仕切ってるのは評議会だその中で一番偉いのが司祭ってわけなんたって守り火の番人だからな、
Guardian Fire. I don't recall him mentioning that. Maybe something I missed.
夜になると町を照らす光のことさあれのおかげで構成生物が寄りつかねえ守り火の火種は新世紀にある
Yes.
直に拝めるのは司祭ぐらいだろうな
I can appreciate the attitude. Right, the Seekers. If I remember, Gush said the Seekers aren't exactly well liked. So let's see what his reaction is.
連中よく平気で遺跡に入れるもんだ神をも恐れぬってのは奴らのことだな旧世紀のことにも妙に詳しいし得体の知れねえ連中だぜ
I think that's everything I'm going to get from him. Let's go talk to Jael, or Jael, I think her name was.
暇なら10番の話でも聞いてあげてよ。ヨタ話が生きがいだからね、あいつ。
Jubas is the name of the place, like Juba, as in it belongs to him. I can't remember what's up here. There are some, yeah, people getting drunk.
解放区まで来ないと酒が飲めんとは評議会も少し考えてほしいもんだ
Okay.
ここには食料の買い付けに来てるんだ子供たちを養わなくちゃいけないんでね
さっさとこの町から出ていきな俺みたいになりたくなけりゃな
Cheerful bunch. Yeah, background's getting quite dark behind me, isn't it? Probably should have switched some more lights on. What else have we got around here? I think that's everything. One thing I'm wondering, because I've never actually played this on emulator before, I've only ever played it on original hardware previously. So this area around here was always really slow, especially running through here. Considering emulators, I don't know how that's going to handle. It's actually handling quite well. I've got a feeling, yeah, not getting any slowdown at all. They used to really slow, really chug. So in some ways the emulator is actually making the game run better. Right, I do recall that Pite is back here, but I don't think he's here right now. No, he's not. Okay. So I think what I'm going to need to do... see if the frame rate chugs through here. No. No. On original hardware, the frame rate through that section would be really slow, painfully. So, I don't believe I've done any overclocking on this, so I'm not even sure if it has overclocking capability on this emulator. Anyway, let's wait till morning. And, oh, some people out here.
ハンターなどに用はないよ。
Oh, charming.
なんだよあんた。ハンターから買うものはないよ。
You are fine to talk to me when you're in the bar. Okay. Let's make our way over to where Payat is, or Pate. Yeah, never quite understood why that little horseshoe thing existed. Thinking about it in later years, though, I always wondered if it was an attempt at optimization to hide the transition between one side and the other. So it's quite possible the Saturn couldn't handle having both or rendering both at the same time. So, I mean, nowadays. Now I think we're about to get a cutscene. Yes. Another weird piece of music that I love for this game.
なんか用か。ないなら俺に構わんでくれ。
この絵、もともとあなたのものだったって聞いたんだ。それで、この絵の遺跡、塔について教えてほしいんだ。
絵だってバカ野郎。そりゃそんな陳腐なもんじゃねえよ。投資版って言うんだ。それぐらい勉強してから来い。これだから外の連中は。
それなら聞いたことはあるよ。9世紀の記録機械だろ。
見かけない顔だな。ハンターか？C か？
まあね、そんなところだ。
で、塔がどうとか言ってたな。あの遺跡がどうかしたのか？
塔の場所を探してるんだ。何かあなたが知っていることがあれば教えてくれないか？
おい、そんなこと聞いてどうすんだ？あれは俺が発見したんだ。要するに俺のもの。あんたに教える義理はないね。まあ、あんたの出方によっては教えてやらんこともないけどな。あんた、ハンターだって言ったよな。なら禁止区域の北ゲオルギウスの話を知ってるか？
いや、
ものを知らねえな。そこに行けば9世紀の機械があるはず。ほら、そういうやつだ。見ての通りこいつを修理してるんだが部品が足りなくてな。あそこはまだ人が入ったことがない空中戦の部品もあるだろうぜ。ま、あんたがそれを取ってきてくれるんなら塔の場所を教えてやってもいいぜ。じゃ、よろしく。
Charming guy, isn't he?
早いとこ頼むぜ。
Yeah, that wasn't a very well edited cutscene at all. It felt like it dragged on a bit. Again, probably another consequence of the game having been rushed. I say that a lot, don't I? But yeah, the fact the game was rushed to finish is one of the reasons why I do forgive the game a lot of its faults. So, we've now found out about the place called Georgius, north of the Forbidden Zone. Now, one of the things that they did was they actually reused the same map. You can't return to the Forbidden Zone. after you've cleared it, but you can go to Georgius, which is a modification of the same area. And this is also something that has a reference back to Panzer Dragoon's Y. Yeah, so we basically go through the area in reverse. We start above the clouds and then head down. So... I don't think there's a map of this bit up here. There is no map here. Straight into battle. Yes, yes, I know. Let's get rid of you. With my sniper, which does massive damage to weak spots. Ooh. I hadn't noticed any problems my end. Good thing I'm recording it locally though, so the full unedited video will be on YouTube. Yeah, I don't know if anyone else has had any problems. Oh darn, I'd forgotten about these things. They're Lazara carrying the skimmers. There's no safe zone. I wonder. Okay. Yeah. There are quite a few fights through this area, annoyingly. Yeah, some of the fights do get a little bit tiresome, and it's nowhere near as bad as some games, especially the ones that Working Designs ruined. If you don't know about Working Designs, it's worth looking it up. They did a lot of the translations of Japanese RPGs back in the 90s, and yeah, they yeah, they've got a reputation for not necessarily being the best, having the best ideas. Right, let's see if I can get an excellent on this. I mean, if that doesn't, good. Okay, is that another level? 216 XP. Right, so now I can enter going under the clouds. Oh no, I'd forgotten about this as well. Yeah, this area is a bit a bit chaotic, as you can see. Right, now I want to explore and get some stuff, because it'll be very easy to just do everything I need to right in the middle. So right, let's get down to the corner. Right. Let's head up this way. Okay. And the first thing that comes to mind is maybe the fact that the internet's having to deal with handling my stream upload as well as you downloading it at the same time. But we've never had that problem before. Now, I don't think there's much in this area, but I just want to make sure I cover everything. Actually, did I go far enough south? I've got a funny feeling I didn't. No, I did not. Okay. Let's head across this way. Yeah, this is another one of the areas. If you miss anything here, tough. You're never going to be able to get back here. So... I'm going to make sure I uncover everything. That is that. Yeah, that is everything there. So... And in case you're wondering, those bits of debris that are flying around, yes, I can be hit by them. Ah, map. Completely missed that. Not that there's much to be found. Another Gibson lens. Right, so yeah, let's do the top corner, unlock the top corner just so I can say I have unlocked everything. Went a little too far that way. And this is an area that really does go to town with using some of the graphical effects, so that the smoke effect, while doesn't look amazing now, actually, that's interesting. It's literally impossible to come here with... Ah! Destroyed it for me. Yeah, I was just thinking it's literally impossible to come here with the level 6 laser. Because I think the level 6 only unlocks in like disc 4, and this here is a story area for disc 2, so it's impossible to come back. I mean, if somebody modded the game or cheated to get the level 6 before you're supposed to, I mean, the game might behave differently. It could actually break the game. Right, it's only a couple more squares to unlock. Right, so I want to try and do this without actually triggering any of the fights. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to manage it, but... Oh. Just need to keep breaking these things. Oh. Ah! Finally something's attacking me. Hellions. Oh. Oh, darn it. That was a lot of damage. Okay, one more of that and that would kill me. Ooh, that is... I don't remember these things being this nasty. Yeah. Okay, this is the first thing that's actually providing me a real challenge. Okay. Blimey, these things have done a huge amount of damage. Finally, that's going to be a narrow escape. Oh no, close call. Okay, that was... Oh, if this is another Hellion, I'm using a, yeah, I'm using a, I think I've got one. Because I'm going to run out of healing if I, where is it? Oh, I haven't got any. Right, I need 2 gauges to use that. And that's what I'm going to do. I don't want to have to fight that again. Right. That does it. Is that the last one? Yeah. Okay, that was a bit more stressful than I recall. And for anyone who's played Panzer Dragoon Y, which I think is not anyone who's watching the stream right now, I imagine. That thing is known as Shellkoof, and it is basically the ultimate villain of that game. And this here is kind of like a bastardized version of the Forbidden Zone. So, I need to find the map. It's not visible at the moment. But I'm going to save, just to be safe. And I'm going to have to make sure I stock up on healing items, because things have been rather a lot nastier than I recall. Yeah, there's quite a few things over here, but those... Yeah, do not want to destroy those yet. I mean, I can't right this moment, but... Okay, It's another thing that can be destroyed later on. Right, how far out will it let me go? Ah, right, this is a narrower map. So... Yep, just doing that so I know what the extremities of the map is. I'm going to go around and collect all the items. There's the map. I think over here is another one of the... Yep, it's only got a 2 there. And that'll be the northern limit of the map. Yep. Yep, just those last 2 to get. Oh, I went too far north. So, destroy that. Oh, that's before. Okay. Right, so that's the limits of the map. Now, I'm not going to go after that there. There's an item underneath it. I'm curious. Yes. Can't get particularly far in here, though. Inside Shelkoof. There's only so far. Yeah, haven't got high enough lasers to be able to open that. So yeah, that's also endgame sort of thing. So... yeah, those wings on the side, you can destroy them, but you can actually destroy them before you gain access to everything that this has to offer. Wonder. Yeah. Okay, so that I think is the last thing I need to do here. Ship parts, and that's why I left that till last. This little cutscene. Yeah. Here's something. This is what Pate wanted. Right, so let's head back to Zoa and see what Pate thinks of the things that we found. And my eyes are starting to get a bit tired, so I think I'm going to be finishing the stream fairly soon. So, right, this is evening. I'm hoping Pate will be over in his space. Still can't get used to the fact that this runs smooth without any issues. One of the advantages of emulation. Let's see, is he here? No, he's not. Okay. So, I've got to head back to the other side of the map. Annoyingly. And wait until morning. Yeah, and I think I've decided where I'm going to leave it. I'm going to be a bit mean. Because there's a particular cutscene coming up that I think it's going to be quite fun to leave the stream right in the middle of that. I'm not sure if you remember what cutscene that was, Proserpina, but you'll remember soon enough. Okay. Right. He's inspecting the items.
なんだこりゃ。こんなくだらねえガラクタで俺をごまかせるとでも思ってんのか。どうせその辺の遺跡から拾ってきたんだろうが、このパエット様は騙されねえぜ。ゲオのギルスにはもっとすげえもんがあるはずだ。俺が驚くようなものを拾ってくるまで当の話はできねえな。
Cheerful lad. And I've just remembered, I mentioned I have the, where is it? The picture of the tower, which is that there. Basically it looks like a monument, doesn't it? I don't know if there's a high resolution version. I think there's high resolution artwork around on the internet somewhere if you go looking for it. And the artwork for this game is amazing. Absolutely just out of this world how different it is from so many other games. See if we can get any more out of him. Worth looking up.
まだ何か用か。まさか何を頼まれたか忘れたんじゃないだろうな。
No, I haven't forgotten.
そんなことないさ。
じゃあもたもたしてないで行ってこいよ。でないと作業が進まないだろ。
Okay. So we've got to head back to Georgius. I don't know why they called it that. It may have been a translation thing that they just slapped that name on it as a way of quickly getting the translation done. There's a couple of points in the game where Japanese text comes up as well. Not many. But when you see them, it's a case of, whoa, that's something they missed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back to Georgius and I'm going to save. And the save point is where I'll pick up from next week. But I'm going to continue to play a little bit because there's a short part of a cutscene. Now that wasn't there when we came here last time. That little hole in the side. I say little. It's quite a hole. Right, so, step 1, save. Because I don't want to use save states. I do not like how they work with storing the internal memory as well. So yeah, that is where we'll pick up next week. But I just want to show some of this. Someone might have already entered. Time to investigate. The Empire are already here. Yeah, that's not good, is it? That's not good at all. And he's just standing there, dumbfounded.
Oi, omae! 侵入者だ!
Hmm.
おい、誰が寝ていいって言った？
だから何度も言ってるじゃないか。僕らも襲われたんだ。
ふざけるなよ、このハンター崩れが。クレイメンにいくらもらった？あ？ エッジ君、君はクレイメンという男をよく知らないようだ。彼は塔の力を使い、再びこの世界を滅ぼそうと考えている男なのだ。旧世紀がそうやって滅びたようにね。かつて一夜にして3つの大陸を焼いたと言われる塔。
3 continents. I thought it was 7 last week.
その力は我々帝国にこそふさわしい。そうは思わんかね、エッジ君。言いたくなければそれでもいいがね。聞く方法はいくらでもある。
思ったより粘る。このまま機関艦隊に引き渡しますか？
待て。これを見ろ。これはクレイメンめ。我々が思っている以上に情報を掴んでいるようだ。
Yeah, Payet's picture.
では、すでに塔へ。
だとしても、ここで発掘したあれを使えばよい。とにかく陛下への報告を急ごう。はっ。
And that's where I'm going to leave it. I was thinking I could have left it earlier, but I thought, no, I want to get this bit in as well. And yeah, that's a little bit mean, I know. But we have saved just before that. So next week we will be picking up, and holy crap, yes, that is a dark corner behind me, isn't it? Well, this is the only light on in the room. I should have put some more on just to lighten things up as well. But the camera's picking up okay. Good 60 FPS on that, despite how dark the picture is. But yes, anyway, yes, I really like what happens next. In some ways, but yeah, you'll have to wait until next week to find out, unless someone's watching the playlist and the video is literally the next one up, so they can quickly jump onto it. But yeah, I think next week we'll probably end up getting to the end of disc 2, so that's going to mean probably 6 streams in total to finish the whole game, I think. Maybe 5, I'm not sure. But that ends the second stream for Panzer Dragoon Saga, and even after all these years, I still love the game. There's a certain element of rose-tinted glasses, I do get that, but it's not quite to the same extent as some people. I know some people absolutely adore Final Fantasy VII, the original release, and they can't see the flaws of the game. I can see the flaws of this game, but I love the game in spite of them. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII is a very hard game to get into now, the original version. I did try playing it a long time ago. I think it must have been about 15 years ago or something. And I tried playing it, and I think I got about 6 hours in, and it was just too awkward. Yeah, it's a very unusual game. Most RPGs have lots of characters to interact with. This one, I think throughout the whole of what I've played through so far, there are the number of characters that you interact with is less than what you get in like the first town in most RPGs. So this game really stands out. I mean, as I said earlier on, it's a shame that a lot of people will never get to play the game because the collector prices are just so ridiculous. Because it is a game that is fun to play. It's not one that is purely something to watch. I keep saying it over and over again. I wish Sega would re-release it in some way. Just let people play it, because it's one of their most requested games for getting a re-release, but they just won't do it. And the amount of effort it took Streets of Rage 4 to be made. I mean, what happened with that one was just a bunch of people threw together a proof of concept just for a Streets of Rage style game, but modernised and such, and they pitched it to Sega and said, look, we'd love to make use of the Streets of Rage license. Will you let us do it? And they did. And there is a project that I've heard about that's kind of really secret at the moment, where they're putting together a proof of concept for Panzer Dragoon Saga as a remake, and they want to pitch it to Sega. But as far as I've heard, nothing has happened beyond the fact that they're working on it. It may have been shut down for all I know. I mean, the failure of the Panzer Dragoon remake kind of scuppered things. There's been no talk about the Panzer Dragoon Y remake, even though they promised they were working on it. I think it's been like 2 years since it came out, and there's been nothing. But yeah. Anyway, before I go, is there anyone worth raiding? There's a couple of people, but I am quite tired. It's been a long day, so I think I'm going to skip the raid this week. Just sort out the ending screen. So yeah, that is going to be the end of this week's stream. I'll be back on again next Friday at 7 p.m. GMT. The VODs for this are going to be up on Sunday and Tuesday, both in the midday GMT. I'll get the editing and upload done for them tomorrow morning. And other than that, yeah, there's links below. I need to add the playlist for Panzer Dragoon Saga now that I've created that to the links below. There's all the playlists for my other stream runs that I've done in the past, as well as my link to YouTube. Nightbot posting more stuff. And there's also my Discord and my book on Amazon Kindle linked below as well, if you would like to have a look at those. But other than that, I'm going to get ready to go to bed, I think, because, yeah, it's 9:45. Not that late for some people, but I'm past 40, so... but anyway, yeah, have a great weekend, have a great week, and I shall hopefully see you again next time. Bye.